Welcome to the Empty Nester channel. Today we'll be planting potatoes from pole sprouts. Hi friends, it's another spring-like day in Missouri. I've taken about 4 days ago some of the potato sprouts and put them into a cold frame. When I give them a few hours of sun a day, and you have to excuse the cloth that was left outside from last year, and it's got a little bit of mud. I cover these up at nighttime, and if they appear to be getting too much sun, I'll cover them up like this also. But today, since these are doing so well, I'm gonna take the rest of my potato sprouts and the pole sprouts and put them in here. I've been bringing out the boxes here every day and giving them some sun, getting them used to being outside too. I keep a bird netting on here to keep the cats out of the box. But move these out of the way. These right here. Feel in here. If you notice right here, that's the parent potato. If you just pull a little bit where it's attached and remove it, there's one plant. I'm just gonna try not to disturb the roots and plant it. All the way into the ground to where only the top leaves right here are showing. There's another plant. This one's not quite developed enough yet. This one's coming in from the bottom. I'll go ahead and take this one out and put it in. These guys really don't have enough roots, so I'm going to put them back in the ground and let them develop a little more. Actually, I'll take the biggest one, and it has enough roots. So I'm pulling 2 potatoes off of this one and putting it back in here. Let's see, on this one. These guys are still too little. I'll put them back in the box. These are all long season potatoes. You don't want to do this with short season potatoes, because taking them away from the parent will make them harvest about a month early. So all my red Pontiac will be done the normal way. Broke loose, so I'll have to plant them. Put this guy back in. This right here is one of the sprouts I did for the winter planting. What I did actually was everything I could to make this not produce, it appears. The temperatures were too high. The biggest thing was they never got any sleep because there was a light on day and night practically, so this never really developed anything. But I'm going to put it out here and see if it does anything. Give it a fresh start. this area here I can't really plant anything in because I reached in and found that some of the tubers from last year have survived in this area. So I want to see if they'll turn around and produce. Let me reach in and I'll show you an example. This is the worm bed, where I put all the food, leftover food or food scraps in here and feed the worms. Look how rich the dirt is. But see, here's one of the potatoes still from last year. And there's another one. There's about 6 of them in this area. So I'm going to put them back in and keep them all covered. Look at that. A worm. He's really happy and healthy today, but he feels a little cold. We'll put him back in here. Another worm. It's definitely spring when the worms are coming to life. But I'm burying everything to the top 2 leaves. Put this little baby right here. Here's another worm. And this is worm filled. Now let me take this box and see how these guys are doing. Yeah. Ton of tubers, or a ton of roots. This was just done at the end of, what was it? February. These potatoes were sprouting away, so I put them in dirt. Okay. Here's this one. It's got the potato attached still, so I'm going to take 2 plants off of this one. Let me feel in here. This still has potatoes attached, so I'm going to leave the tuber on this one. Over here. By leaving the tuber on, there's a chance of the plant taking on any disease that's in the tuber. So it's best to remove the tuber for disease resistance, but it's best to leave the tuber on to, this one will keep the tuber on for a little while too. And put it in the corner here. not ready to be removed. There's the tuber for that one. It pulled off 2 connections. And yet there's 3 tops. I'm just going to put them in the ground as like they are. Let me move you up further. This one, I need to get that one out of the sun. See how it's connected to the mom? I'm just removing it off the mom and then removing it off the mom. So it's actually 2 plants, but you can pull these apart and create more. Look at the root systems. This is how you can turn one potato into a ton of potatoes. And I'm not marking these to, know who they are. When they come up, I'll figure it out later, because most of these potatoes, I don't have the exact name for them anyway. Look at that. See how it's growing up the stem? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 spots up the stem. So this is possibly a good one for a potato tower, but a potato tower, the maximum that potatoes can grow are 12 to 18 inches, and not many make it that big, growing up the stalk that far. Bring you over on this side. Okay. Not sure that you can see down. this one off. There's three off of that potato. And look at all the roots on that. Okay, I'm pulling one off of this one. And the other guys are really tiny, so let me put him back in the corner over here. Here's one to pull off. We'll pull off two and then put this in the corner since it's got more sprouts started. That guy up to the top leaves. This one I shouldn't have took off, but there's no going back now, so I'll just plant him up and hope for the best. I should separate it though into two, but I'm not going to. One. That one needs a little more time. I'm gonna put this in the corner, or put it right here. You've got the ideal, basically. So now I'll put those tubers back in the dirt and they'll start producing more potatoes. I've still got one more bucket to do. See the little bitty potato? It's not produced much roots, but it's long and stocky. I'll put it in really deep in the corner. This one, here's a little one. See the crown of little babies right here? I'm going to go ahead and leave this together for now and put it in the baby corner. Let's see what happens with it. Here's the last one I'm going to do. It's kind of nice to not have to baby these guys anymore. Oh, that one, see, I kind of broke the tuber a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and I think plant this complete. Looks like that's it for the tubers today. Now I'll take these parent tubers over here. Sorry. See, this one still needs to develop more, but I'm just going to bury them all. It's best to get a flat and just put soil over them, but all my flats are in use, so I'm putting them in this box. And these guys will now, create some more potato plants. So the only box I have to take back in is this one. And actually, I don't have to take it back in. I could just set it in here and cover it over, and that way they're used to the outside temperatures. That's probably what I'll do. Let's see, where's this space that I didn't plant? Or actually, I'll just leave it right here. And make sure that when I cover up the bed, I cover it up like that to protect the box. I don't think you've seen that, but when I cover up the bed, I'll just cover up the box like that. I guess there is room back here that I didn't plant in yet. Space right here. Now I'm just going to put the bird net back over. And then at night I can just put the cover back over them. Put the shade on these guys. That way they won't be too affected from being taken off the mom. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching.